Now, this looks like a design run. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Okay.
Go to the kick. Go to the gun.
Slot man in motion left. He's inside the 40. He's to the 15. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Anthony Gould now to return. Whoa! And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Penix gonna throw right away. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he'll take this to about the 28. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop. Here's 3rd and 7.
Yeah.
From the gun, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st down, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
So you're not hungry at all, Ricky?
I'm trying to get it.
You don't want anybody to sound or nothing.
But they're too small. This one's too small for you.
Okay, you hear what I said.
From the gun, here is Penix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down.
And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay game. Fourth down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
It's not a sink. You spit on my bed or you spit?
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
You shouldn't spit on somebody's bed.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Tua gonna throw. Pass brought in by Chark. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Now a screen set up for Achane. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Did you get it out? A little bit. I think he tried to like spit in the corner stuff.
They'll come up here first and 10.
Here we go.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll throw on first down with Penix. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Robinson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this.
Ready up. Go. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hurt.
London brought in motion.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Count 19. Count 19. Ready.
Now the lefty Penix on first down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run it here with Robinson. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Dragon 60. Go.
On second down, here's Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Third and a yard.
Slash. Here we go. Sack.
We'll try the right side with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now Penix to throw on second down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Penix on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
The field goal unit on the sideline. He'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Mooney in motion. 4th down, and here's Penix. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go.
How do I do it?
You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll toss it here to Achane. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Tua. That's over the middle and intercepted.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
1st and 10. London brought in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12.
Hallelujah.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
44, ready.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. A good push from the defense. They get him down back at his own 10.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Here's a 2nd and 12. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. He's going to look for the home run ball. Still going. And he will take this one in. 90 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Throwing now, Penix on first down. His throw left side is complete. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. 7 Pirates. Ready?
To throw again, it's Penix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Penix going to throw again. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11.
Tracking 60. Buffalo 18. Check out.
Throwing again, it's Penix. To the goal line and in. Anthony Gould. Touchdown Atlanta. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are on the board. It's now 14-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make better decisions here in the second half.
Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, And that's going to bring an end to this first half. So we're at the half, and the visiting Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. From the gun, it's Penix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Pitts is the man in motion.
60 Mustang 19.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Check.
Mooney in motion.
Warrior 70. 19 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
On 3rd down, Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Taking off. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
And this is one of the downfalls to man coverage, Mike. Anytime the defender's eyes are so locked in on their responsibility, there's not a lot of guys with eyes on the quarterback. And in this case, he escapes the pocket, becomes a runner, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
On 2nd down, Penix. Open man down the field, Mooney. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it first and goal inside the 5. A big play and a much-needed one as well. Pickup of 46 yards. Mooney in motion.
70 range, 70 range.
From the gun, here is Penix. And he'll take it on in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
All right, come on.
Tua going to give it to Achane. And he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Tungo Vailoa. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Dolphins first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the right, that's Pitts. And he'll be taken down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dolphins. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
The extra point is up and through. And the Dolphins have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. In trouble, and down he goes. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go now. Lions.
Here's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
Here we go, Shaq.
Looking to throw. It's Penix. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball at all costs, and I can promise you they're not going to be happy with this one.
A throw on the move is caught. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Not much happening there, just a short game. A little closer. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Atlanta. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Putting the tight end in motion. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now the lefty panics on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner, that is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
Now Penix to throw on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here now, 3rd and 5. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
It works.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Man in motion, heading left. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd down, 8 for the first down. They'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Mooney in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Let's go. 79 Bronco. 70 range.
They're going on 4th down. I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Achane, running left. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Once again, it's Achane. Finding room at the 35. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a two-possession game here late.
Makes the score Dolphins 35, Falcons 21.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. Go Street.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Warrior 70. 19 Lion. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Now Penix. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Throw across his body is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Again, it's Penix. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Here's first down. Mooney in motion. Throwing again, it's Penix. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Another try, 2nd and 10. Penix gonna throw again. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. They look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.